Hello. I thought I would reach out and say hello today, or I felt pulled to do so, called to do so. I'm very much in the Piscean gentle energy and appreciating that gentle flow. I found my flow again, so I'm just taking it easy. I've got things to do, but I'm just letting things happen. There's a beautiful, massive bumblebee over there. The flowers are coming up, the sun's come up. When I put this on this morning, the sun was not up at all. So I feel that the sun has kind of come to me, and I feel so gratified for him showing up, because when the sun is out, it makes me feel really good. And spring and summer are definitely my favorite times of year, when everything is just possible and warm. I like winter too, and I like autumn, but yeah, spring and summer, I like to be outside. I like all that energy. I'm cardinal, so I'm kind of, I'm in there. And I wanted to kind of give a message about money, because money is cropping up for a lot of people in my healing community at the moment. And for a lot of people, there feels to be a scarcity of money, and testing times as things shift and change, and the government's trying to bring in yet more restrictive practices, and it's all a bit kind of, if you let it, it can be very kind of lowering of the vibration. And I'm aware that when I'm quoting for prices of what I do, people are like, oh, that's a lot of money. And I'm like, really? Well, I understand it does perceive like a lot of money, but actually in terms of what you get and what you receive, it's not very much at all, because you receive healing, insight, and the more you give, the more you receive. So it's in that balance. So the payment has to be reflective of the healing that you are receiving. And that's up to spirit to set that balance and make sure it's right. And also the integrity of the healer. And I've worked all my prices out with spirit. I can't do anything by halves. I can't do loads of work all at once, because I'm so immersed in my work, because that's the way I work. And I know that what I bring is more than worth it. But I appreciate that for people, because we are in this kind of return to these ancient and modern healing practices, this fusion we have of this. It's really a different way of perceiving things. I mean, I think in America, because people pay for private healthcare, they're so used to paying enormous amounts of money for their health and well-being. Whereas over here, we're used to a free NHS, and we think we've got a real bargain if we've got something really cheaply. What we don't appreciate is the fact that we will only receive to the level we're putting in, and if you don't put in enough, then not every single kind of part of your being is committing. It's a commitment to step into a different realm, to step forward. And we seem to have no problem, we as a collective have no problem spending money on things that are superficial and last 5 minutes. I'm talking about the joy of which, or, indeed, last 5 minutes you go out for a meal, you can spend the two of you, £100 just like that. And obviously it's going to pass through your system in 24 hours, if you don't have constipation issues. So it's kind of like, get it. And I'm not saying, by the way, you shouldn't pay for good food, because it is what it is, and it's very difficult to for the people creating good food to be able to do so with ease, because of all the restrictions, because of what's going on. So I'm not damning good food. You get what you pay for. Again, with everything, you get what you pay for. But this is a new spiritual dawn, and I think it's the difference between wanting just to kind of manage a symptom and actually to truly understand what it is to be healed and how to get there. I think that's the difference, because we aren't told that we can heal, we're told that we can symptom manage, and actually we can heal and move through things and move away from things, and we are limitless beings. So money is a funny one, because people in my world, my healing community, don't feel very comfortable with money quite often, because they haven't had a place at the table in terms of well-being for so long. This has been a heretical kind of form of treatment. You know, it's, you know, a heretical art, if you like. And now, you know, you don't get put to death for healing people. It's a lot safer, but, you know, the rest hasn't caught up, and it needs to catch up, because we have to maintain the balance, and everything is about the balance. The duality becoming unity by finding the balance. And without that balance, then people get ill, and there's lots of really good healers out there that get very ill because they're not keeping the balance. And I don't blame them for that, because basically they're doing what they can, they've got bills to pay, but it's like stepping back into the power that you have and trusting in spirit, which, you know, is a big ask, trusting in spirit, you know, trusting that all will be well. Yeah, and it is, it always is, because that's the way life arranges it. And you hear those gulls. I find it fascinating that I live inland. I live in a place that's ring of Mere, so lots of springs. Try telling the housing developments that. But we have so many seagulls around, so many gulls left over from the days when we had a lot more water lying around on the land to be seen. Anyway, that is my feeling today. Deep breaths. It is the 6th of March 2024. Pisces rules. It feels soft, it feels gentle, it feels possible. And the sky is very Neptune-y. It's kind of bits of blue, but then there's cloud, and it's all become a bit mysterious again, and then it comes clarity, and then it becomes a bit mysterious again, and that's just the way it flows at the moment. But the birds are having a great time. So I will leave you and enjoy more of the sunshine, which has gone for now, but we'll be back, and I will speak to you soon.